being recorded.
And we're back.
All right, Tim, take us on that journey down the talking animal lane.
Well, I wanted to go back because Zandine had asked a question about accusations of ventriloquism with Vori, the young daughter. And I think that this is really pertinent to the entire case because at some point years later, a writer for Fate magazine managed to track Vori down. She would have been in her 50s at this point and had moved back to England. And she actually agreed to an interview with him. And she basically said that everything that had been said about Jeff, everything that had happened there on the farm had actually happened. That it was all true. And that she hadn't used ventriloquism. She had no idea how to do ventriloquism. And she told the reporter, she said, if I was that good as a 13-year-old girl at ventriloquism, I would have gone on the stage and eventually gone on the television and
Great point.
and the like. She goes, but no. She said, I didn't know how to do ventriloquism, and even if I did, she said that her parents would have caught her right away. And this was something that I point out in the book, is that the Irvings were no fools, all right? They had already raised two other children who, at this point, were already adults and had families of their own, living in England. You know, they didn't move with their parents because they already had their own families. And Vori was kind of a latecomer to the family, kind of like a surprise baby. So the Irvings hadn't just fallen off the turnip truck. If Vori had tried to hoax them with Jeff, more than likely they would have caught on really fast.
Go ahead.
Not to interrupt you, just to chime on what you said. The angle of, if I was going to ask you what was her relationship with her father, and then I was going to say, did she want to cement his legacy? That was the angle they said, not me, but I was looking at when you said that maybe it wasn't that she was a ventriloquist to fool them, but more to bolster, or not even ventriloquism, or bolster his story some type of way. I just saw that in one of the writings. I don't feel that way. I was just wondering what you thought about those people that said that.
Oh, well, I am almost positive that probably some of the activity that had been recorded probably did come from her. I mean, you're a young, you're a teenager. While all of this is going on, you're gonna do something.
Right.
And blame it on Jeff. And in fact, there were a couple of times. There were a couple of times when she did try to do things like that, but Jeff called her out and told her parents that I didn't do that. That was the girl. The girl did that.
Wow. Okay.
So she couldn't have gotten away with it. But as for her relationship with her parents, from what we're able to glean, I mean, she had a good relationship with her parents. There didn't seem, I mean, as good a relationship as a young girl can have with really almost elderly parents.